The World Cup is more than just a football tournament. It's a phenomenon that transcends borders and languages. It's a global celebration that unites people from every corner of the planet, bringing together cultures, traditions, and dreams in one unforgettable event. For travelers, it's the perfect reason to explore a new country, meet new people, and experience a place at its most vibrant. The streets come alive with color, music, and laughter, and every day feels like a festival. The energy is electric. Fans from everywhere, all united by their love for the game. The excitement is contagious, and even strangers become friends in the blink of an eye. The 2022 World Cup in Qatar was especially unique, being the first in the Middle East and offering a chance to break down stereotypes and discover a new culture. It was a rare opportunity to see a region open its arms to the world, sharing its warmth and hospitality, streets filled with song, cafes buzzing with predictions, and every handshake felt like a new friendship. The city itself became a living, breathing celebration, where every moment was a story waiting to be told. Traveling for the World Cup isn't just about the matches. It's about the memories, the stories, and being part of a global moment. It's about sharing laughter, learning new customs, and feeling the pulse of a city transformed by sport. It's a celebration of humanity's diversity and shared passion. Every flag, every cheer, every embrace is a reminder of how much we have in common. The joy, heartbreak, and excitement are experienced together, making the world feel a little smaller. In those moments, borders fade and the spirit of togetherness takes over. For many, it's a reminder that we're all one big family, just cheering for different teams. The World Cup shows us that our differences are worth celebrating, and our similarities are what truly unite us. The World Cup is a chance to see the world at its best, open, welcoming, and alive. It's a rare moment when the world comes together in peace, joy, and friendly competition. And that's why, for travelers, it's a dream come true, a journey that leaves you with memories, friendships, and a sense of belonging to something truly global. When Qatar won the World Cup bid, they launched an ambitious transformation that would reshape the nation's identity and skyline. The country set out to prove it could host a tournament like no other, determined to leave a lasting legacy. They built stunning stadiums like Al Bayt, inspired by traditional desert tents, and Stadium 974, a marvel made from recycled shipping containers. Each venue was designed to be both iconic and sustainable, reflecting Qatar's vision for the future. Each stadium blended Qatari tradition with futuristic design, featuring intricate patterns and advanced cooling systems to ensure comfort for players and fans, even in the desert heat. But it wasn't just about stadiums. Doha saw the launch of a state-of-the-art metro system, a major airport expansion, and the creation of lush public parks, all designed to make the city more accessible and enjoyable. The city rapidly became a modern, vibrant hub, welcoming millions of visitors from every corner of the globe. Streets buzzed with excitement, and new infrastructure made exploring Doha easier than ever. Hospitality was a top priority. New luxury hotels opened their doors, cruise ships were transformed into floating hotels, and thousands of trained volunteers greeted fans with warmth and enthusiasm, ready to help at every turn. The goal was simple: to make every visitor feel at home from the moment they arrived, ensuring a seamless and memorable experience. Qatar's preparation was about more than infrastructure. It was about creating an atmosphere of celebration, unity, and unforgettable moments for everyone. The country's incredible makeover turned it into a global hub, ready to host the world's biggest party and welcome cultures from every continent. Every detail, from efficient transport to vibrant public spaces, was carefully planned to foster connection, joy, and celebration throughout the tournament. The result? A host city that set a new global standard for welcoming the world, raising the bar for future tournaments. Qatar's efforts showed how a nation can transform itself for a global event, balancing rapid development with cultural pride. It was a true showcase of innovation, tradition, and the spirit of hospitality, an achievement that will be remembered for years to come. Once the tournament began, Qatar transformed into a vibrant playground for football fans from every corner of the globe. The city pulsed with excitement, anticipation, and a sense of unity that could be felt everywhere. With all the stadiums located close together, fans had the unique opportunity to catch multiple matches in a single day, a World Cup first. This made it possible to experience the thrill of different games, teams, and atmospheres, all within a few hours. The whole country felt like one giant festival, with fans from every nation celebrating side by side. Streets, parks, and public spaces were alive with music, laughter, and the colors of countless flags. The FIFA Fan Festival at Al Bida Park was the heart of the action, offering giant screens for live matches, concerts by international artists, global cuisine, and interactive games for all ages. It was more than just football. It was a place to meet, share stories, and celebrate together, forging friendships that crossed borders and languages. Doha itself buzzed with life. Strolls along the Corniche offered stunning views, while shopping in the lively Souk Waqif revealed the city's rich traditions and welcoming spirit. Fans and locals alike gathered to sip karak chai in bustling cafes, sharing stories and laughter late into the night. The city blended modern excitement with authentic Qatari culture, where futuristic skyscrapers stood alongside historic markets and traditional dhow boats. What stood out most was the warmth and pride of locals and residents, eager to share their home and traditions with visitors from around the world. Fans felt safe and welcomed at all hours, able to explore the city and celebrate freely, making for a joyful, respectful celebration that everyone could enjoy. The atmosphere was electric, filled with energy and excitement, but always friendly and inclusive. The World Cup in Doha was a party where everyone belonged, no matter where they came from or which team they supported. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience for fans and travelers alike, a celebration of sport, culture, and togetherness. The memories made in Doha will last forever, cherished by everyone who was lucky enough to be part of this extraordinary event. After the final whistle, Qatar and FIFA announced a $50 million legacy fund. Unlike previous funds, this one was dedicated entirely to global social projects, not just local development. The goal turned the World Cup's unity into real, lasting change worldwide. The fund focused on 4 pillars: helping refugees, supporting public health, empowering women through education, and developing young football talent. Each pillar aimed to tackle critical global challenges using football as a force for good. Major international organizations like the UN Refugee Agency and WHO partnered to ensure real impact. This approach meant the tournament's legacy would reach far beyond Qatar. It was a promise to make a difference in communities around the world. The fund marked a shift from building infrastructure to building hope and opportunity. It set a new standard for what a World Cup legacy could be. The story of Qatar's World Cup didn't end with the final match. It was just the beginning. The Legacy Fund became a symbol of football's power to unite and uplift. So, what does the Legacy Fund actually do? For refugees, it partners with the UNHCR to provide shelter, healthcare, and education, helping families rebuild their lives. In public health, the fund works with WHO on Beat the Heat, protecting outdoor workers from heat stress with training and resources. For women's empowerment, it supports digital entrepreneurship programs, giving women the skills and tools to start online businesses and gain financial independence. Empowering women means empowering entire communities. The 4th pillar, in partnership with Aspire Academy, nurtures young football talent in underserved regions, offering elite coaching and life skills. It's about more than finding the next superstar. It's about giving hope and opportunity to kids everywhere. The fund's impact is practical and far-reaching, touching lives across continents. It's a new model for how sports can drive social change. By focusing on real needs, the fund turns World Cup excitement into lasting progress. The legacy is measured not in stadiums, but in lives improved. That's the true power of a global promise. But there's a harder truth to face. The World Cup's stunning infrastructure was built by migrant workers, many from Nepal, India, and Bangladesh, who faced tough conditions and serious risks. Human rights groups raised concerns about low pay, long hours, and safety, with some workers injured or losing their lives. When the Legacy Fund was announced, critics noted it didn't include direct compensation for these workers or their families. Campaigns like #PayUpFIFA called for a dedicated fund, but this was not realized. This remains a sensitive, unresolved part of Qatar's legacy. It's a reminder that global events bring both joy and difficult questions. As fans and travelers, we must remember the full story and push for dignity and respect for all. How does Qatar's Legacy Fund stack up against past World Cups? South Africa, Brazil, and Russia each created $100 million funds focused on local or continental projects. Qatar's fund is smaller at $50 million, but it's the first to focus entirely on global initiatives. The debate is quality versus quantity, less money, but a broader reach. Past funds left deep local impacts. Qatar's aims for worldwide change, from refugee camps to women's cooperatives. By partnering with global organizations, Qatar set a new precedent. The fund's size and exclusions are debated, but its global-first approach is a World Cup first. That choice is now part of the tournament's evolving legacy. The World Cup flame now passes to North America for 2026. Hosted by the US, Canada, and Mexico, it will be the biggest ever. 48 teams, 16 cities, and endless possibilities for fans. Imagine watching matches in Mexico City, then flying to Miami or Vancouver for more. Airlines and travel companies are already preparing special packages and contests for fans. The excitement is building, and the adventure will be epic. If you missed Qatar, now's your chance to join the global celebration. The 2026 World Cup promises a new kind of festival, spanning a continent and uniting 3 nations. Get ready to pack your bags and be part of history. In the end, the real legacy of a World Cup is human connection. It's the friendships, the shared moments, and the hope these events inspire. For 1 month, we're all part of the same story, cheering, laughing, and learning together. The World Cup breaks down barriers and reminds us how much we share. Qatar 2022 brought highs and challenges, but it sparked conversations and memories that will last. The Legacy Fund tries to do good, but the greatest impact is in the connections made. Progress isn't always perfect, but every effort to connect matters. So don't just watch. Be part of the journey. Travel, explore, and make new friends. The real game is building a friendlier, more hopeful world. One trip, one cheer, one connection at a time. That's the legacy that truly endures.